Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. Last time we started the quest UFOekmh and we encountered the Lawbowman, which is the funny flying remnant that Jägermeister uses, and we fought it once, and it ran away. Now, in order to catch up to it, we have to essentially go running around the pavilion here, looking for it. And unfortunately, this guy here, this is not it. He is hidden in one of these monster groups, but there's no way to know which one other than just sort of try attacking one and see if he's there. And since I don't really want to fight lots and lots of monsters gratuitously, I am being a little more controlled about it, and just sort of saving and walking up the monsters and saying, "Are you it? If not, I load and go through it." So let's see if this guy is it. And you have to do this 3 times. It's really a fairly monotonous quest. Nope, not him. So we just use the soft reset key, which is by default Control-Shift-Alt-R, and say, well, if that's not it, let's try the other guy in this room. Unfortunately, dodging these guys gets a little interesting after a while.
Let's do this!
Are you it? Are you my mommy? No, also not my mommy. If you get really tired of this, you can just sort of start chaining them up and killing them all at once, and that'll essentially process of elimination a little better, but I don't really want to fight a lot of excess monsters, so this is the way I'm choosing to do it.
Let's do this!
And he's also not here. Great. Let's just kill these guys and be done with it. These aren't exactly what I would call hard enemies.
Sweet!
And that did give me battle rank 37, which I really didn't want, but oh well. I'm just going to have to give in and just randomly kill everything. I'll do that off screen. These enemies are pretty boring, so I will see you when I find the Lawbowman. And I think I've found him. Yep, here he is. He's actually not that distinctive. It's you can actually start a fight and not even realize he's there. There's no, different music. There's nothing that really indicates that, oh yeah, hey, there's a boss here. Unfortunately, these death claws don't drop anything I actually need, so it's just fighting for the sake of fighting at this point. They're different enough, essentially they're high enough level enemies that I'll get good stat growth, even if I don't get good, as much skill growth as I might like, but I guess these guys are actually fighting the Lawbowman, so I'll let them continue. And it's exactly the same fight as before, it's just different escorts. That's no good. I'd really rather avoid killing all these side enemies, but there's really no way to avoid it. You have to kill them to finish the fight. And really, we've seen this whole blob omen fight before now, so I may just, may not even bother showing the rest of this on screen because you've seen me fight this guy. So I'll see you at the end of the fight. And he flies off again, and you have to repeat this task of just randomly killing monsters and trying to find one that has a blob omen in it. And I'll do that off screen. This quest is too tedious to watch, since it's just the same thing over and over again. So I'll see you again when it actually does something different. Well, that was the third time we've killed that guy.
Sweet! See that?
He still flies
I'm
off.
constantly growing stronger!
My old age hasn't stopped me from growing. Guess I'm not senile quite yet.
This quest is really tedious, but anyway, once you've beaten him the third time, this little scene happens. And apparently somebody whips out the tablet of Marshall and binds the guy. And now, Jägermeister has a summon. Which gives us all of the characters who can learn summons. Who are conveniently the people I put in the head of my 3 sort of melee unions. But that's the end of that quest. Good riddance. Also, just grinding on the random enemies there, we picked up a little something that's kind of important. Cachexia. And now that we have that, we can at least attempt to fight the Fallen. I'll give it a stab and see how it goes. We may need to do a little bit more preparing and find people some better weapons before then, but hopefully not. Hopefully we can do it just on this. So, next time, that's what we'll do. And we have to go over here to Baluk. I don't think there's actually any time you ever go to the Lord's Manor in Baluk to do anything. It exists there, but I can't remember if any of the quests actually take you there. And I still have plenty of supplies of healing stuff, but I'm going to need to completely rearrange my unions for this fight. So, next time we'll talk to Windgale and get started on what I consider to be the hardest quest in the game. Or at least the hardest boss fight. It's one and the same. There's no quest, it's just a fight. See you then!